I'm that medication, leave you medicated. This for mediation, for all situation. West is at your station, I'm hot, we stay blazing. Play this for your neighbor.
In-house gym for their employees. It started out as cardiac rehab. They moved cardiac rehab to the hospital, so the building that they had, they converted into a clinical gym, right?
For the employees.
Okay, so we had a couple of people come in and they started these different programs for cancer patients, for heart survivors, for people with diabetes. You know, to come in and exercise. They had programs that ran anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks. These people, where they paid a little extra. Then they opened up the gym to general membership, so the community could come and work out in that gym for $30 a month. For Paramount employees, it was free. Well, when I started working there in 2013, the next year I start hearing conversations about senior leadership wanting to close the gym. Now, why would you want to close the gym when you advocating health and fitness? You have a gym on premises for your employees to use and for the community to use, but yet you still want to close the gym.
You ever give a legit reason, or not even legit, just a reason?
No, they still want food with it. They want food with it. They had property. They was leasing a space in this building at Summit Place on the 3rd floor. A lot of people didn't even know the gym existed because it was on the 3rd floor. They didn't really advertise the gym. They had property over on Cox Road that they owned. The building was sitting vacant. They just used it for storage, and they refused to convert that into a gym where it would be down on the ground level. All the community could see it, where it is and everything, make money off of it instead of paying a lease agreement every 2 or 3 years, whatever they was paying it for and stuff. That money could have stayed in-house, in hospital, made more money and make money off the community company. They didn't want to do that. So when the virus came, they closed the gyms. When the gyms started opening back up, they kept it closed. They closed it completely closed. So every piece of equipment out of that gym. So that was their reason not to open that gym back up. So what behooves me is you got a healthcare facility here, you got a means to keep people healthy, and you want to close it.
So you think it's simply they don't want to deal with it, or is
I
something
know
deeper
they
than
didn't
that?
want to deal with it.
You don't think it might be something deeper than that?
No, but they still want to deal with it.
So, and that's the whole thing. That's another thing with it, man. Like, being a decent person is hard to fathom ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I hear that story, and I hear something deeper. Like we're talking about aid to, illness.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want aid to illness. They want you to go to them. So that's just my mind thinking.
Yeah,
right?
I feel what you're saying.
It makes no sense. Besides,
and that's why I say the government wants you to stay sick. They don't want you to be healthy.
Right.
They want you to be dependent on them all the time. But still, if you got a gym, they still gonna be dependent on you because they want to come to that gym and stay healthy. You still gonna make money.
Getting a certain amount of comeback.
Yeah, you're still getting it.
And when you say they would rather lease something than use the property that they own, it's like all those checks is, it's a whole lot of check. Like, this shit don't make no sense.
It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense.
I'll be thinking shit. And a lot of times it do be more sinister, man. I understand the money making aspect of it. But how can a government? How can it, it's not even government, it's corporation, it's real government.
Yeah.
They ain't really got no government anymore. So what's the business want?
Yeah, it's corporations. It's corporations too.
So
and give you an example of that is one of our local businesses here is Wicks Filter. Bought out by a German company. When they came in, within the first year, man, they were making major financial cuts in that place.
Well, how long that happened? How long was it? A German company bought out Wicks?
About 3 years ago. 5 years ago. 5 years
You know what,
ago.
man?
5
I
years
got a story about that.
Okay.
A girl I was dealing with, her pops working with.
Yeah.
For like 30 years.
Yeah.
And he would tell us, I ask questions and shit, so he would tell us, the status and the way things were at the company at that time.
Yeah.
How they was pretty much trying to rush the employees that have been there 20 plus years into retirement so they could rehire contract workers.
Right.
Temps. So you're going from where somebody making $25, $30 an hour to 12.
Yeah.
And when you say what you just said, it makes even more sense. Because it, for an owner to operate as long as the owner's been owning that company until, just make a decision to overhaul, that's foul, but a foreign company buying it make absolute sense.
Well, all we want to do is make money.
Right. Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with the people.
It ain't got nothing to do with the people. My wife worked there for 45 years and ran to that same thing, and she didn't stay until full retirement because it got so bad in there. The last year that she was there, her paycheck was what it was back in 1985.
Oh, yeah.
That's how big of cuts they made. They took them off production, which put everybody down to
just a
straight rate, which was less than $20 an hour. So, people that were bringing home, $700-800, now all of a sudden you bringing home less than $500 a week. So that's a huge financial cut, that people had been used to living on for 10, 15, 20 years. Now all of a sudden, my pay is cut in half for the week.
That's automatic. You changed my whole life.
Yeah, you change a person's whole life. And the people they got coming in there now is temps. They don't necessarily have to pay insurance. So look at the big savings right there. These people are already multimillionaires and stuff and coming in and people that's making $45,000 a year, which will never see $1 million. Now you're going almost down to property wages.
Yeah. At the same time, everything price moving up.
Yeah, everything moving up. Everything goes up with the wages.
Right.
And in the place of that company, it went twice down. So
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. Especially after this whole pandemic situation.
yeah.
Like, seems like to me, man, they just seem to have it. Shut down businesses the way they do and continue, they still shut down. What's the point? Like, especially after seeing what COVID turned out to be, like, what the hell really going on here, man? I don't have to be a doctor to see anything what they're selling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. It's going to take something drastic to change things.
Thus,
I said it for years. It's going to take either a civil war,
revolution,
or a global war to change the way this world is going.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of good in it, man.
Huh?
I don't see a whole lot of good in it. I don't see good intentions.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
I don't see I can see how people felt at the end of World War II. Like, there was promise, there's hope,
yeah.
Like things are going in the right direction. Like,
yeah.
I don't see none of that right now, man.
No, because everybody's selfish and out for themselves. Selfishness and greed is what's driving this country and in a lot of places, in the world. Then you got some countries that really look out for their people.
We just talked about that a couple days ago.
Yeah. But the United States don't look after us.
Nah, man. Like they don't even make it seem like it anymore.
No. Because everybody fights against one another. And we're supposed to be the United States. That's only in words now, and no action.
I even understand the whole Trump phenomenon. Trump came through, after seeing him come and go. Trump came through with a message that I see what's going on here. I don't like it. No, should y'all. We're going to make changes. And people's like, duh. Why the fuck is he the first person in however long saying that? And now we got Biden. It's like, you don't even make it seem like he got plans.
Yeah.
It's like they don't seem to even be concerned with fixing nothing, man. Everything is defense. If this really is a pandemic, why ain't they pushing for the plan once things clear up? Things are clearing up, as that's what they pushing, right? Things are opening up. Why ain't I hearing about government programs to get shit going and and corporations to get shit going, and it's just despair. Like,
well, I was listening to the news. I was listening to the news a couple days ago, and they talking about bringing more jobs. But what y'all saying is, you bringing more jobs, but you ain't paying. That don't make sense to bring more jobs, but you ain't paying a fair wage so people can. But prices are going up.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do that.
That goes back to what you were saying. They about their money.
Yeah, and it's gonna take the Republicans and the Libertarians and the Democrats all work together to some extent. Now everybody wants what I want over here and what I want. You make a good suggestion over here. If I don't agree with it, then we're not going to come together and make it happen. And I think basically for years that's what's been going on.
But I think that's all by design. I think that's all by design, though.
Yeah, because it's been happening 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
20, 30 years ago.
I think they do that by design.
Yeah, okay. All that's been happening.
You going to propose this, but y'all going to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all going to go against it, and then we're going to have a debate and have the people arguing about it.
You know what I think is most dangerous about the time here?
What's that?
When we talk about the 2.3 trillion
that they lost.
Yeah. Beyond that, all the no-bid contracts, Halliburton and all that, all these corporations are stupid. All the money they spent in Iraq that was never really accounted for.
Yeah.
They got all the money, so they just waiting. It's just a wait.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a criminal and you're not only getting away with it, you're getting supported by government institutions, you ain't gonna, get to a point where it's like, why even give it back? Or, do the right thing. Why would I do that? Like, they paying me more to do the wrong thing. So, like, they done had 20 years to accumulate all this money, man.
Yeah. You see, doing the right thing is not going to garnish as much money as it would to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, but somebody got to be pushing the right thing, though.
So it's all about the almighty dollar.
Who right now is like in the 50s, right? The rich was taxed high. They had a high tax rate.
Yeah.
But they still did business because they ain't had no choice. Oh no, I know I'm making less, but what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep on continuing. This whole bullshit argument, if they raise the minimum wage, then they ain't gonna have to serve people and all this other crazy shit. They gonna do what the hell they got to do.
Yeah.
How are they letting us get at these crazy arguments over on us, man? Like, they fooling us, like.
Yeah, they do that to hide the real agenda, like you saying earlier.
Like people that work in places like, nah, I don't really want that $15 raise because You know, if they like, shut up, nigga. You don't know what you talking about. You saying what they saying.
Yeah.
You speaking against your own argument.
Yep.
What you doing?
Yep. Yep. And that's what they want us to do. Hide the real thing.
Who's pushing the right thing? Look at the other countries, man. Like all the people that was kind of pushing for something better, look like they going, man. The Gaddafi going, you know.
Yeah.
You feel how you want about Saddam Hussein, but he held it down in Iraq.
Yeah.
You know, Hugo Chavez down in Venezuela. We say what we think about it from a capitalist perspective, but they've done with that capitalist shit. We gonna keep ours and do what we want with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All the people that was speaking against, like, I don't really know what to make of Putin. You know, Russia is what it is, whatever the case is. But who else in the world is speaking out? Iran is it.
Iran is it.
Everybody else is going.
Yeah.
And you see what they're pushing about Iran now. Everybody, like, people say what they want. You know, white supremacy. I don't see what else you could call it. You know what I'm saying? They running it right now in the world.
Yeah.
There's really no question about that.
And they want it to stay that way.
And that's why they're getting rid of all these people.
Yeah.
So they have nobody to contend.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, people feel how they want about China and all that, but I don't really think China that big in the whole thing. Hurts the image, man. It's crazy, man. A lot of it don't seem that complicated. Here we are.
Well, it's all muddled up and complicated because, like I say, because it's been going on for so long. So you got too much mud to clear out to get to the
too deep a hole.
Yeah.
Mud.
Too much mud.
Mud in the water.
Yeah.
Quicksand now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about what it is now. Yeah.
Bruh,
Tide is right.
what's the name said that?
Who?
Kwame.
So what?
He said, I'm quicksand, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, to like people that try to think for themselves, man. Like we really looked at as crazy nowadays, man.
Yep, you're right. You're exactly right.
Until you break through the whole thing, but then they drop the propaganda and all that kill out. You know what's thing? You know, can't get discouraged with another thing.
I'm that medication, leave you medicated. This for mediation for all situations. West is at your station, I'm hot, we stay blazing. Play this for your neighbor. Playing with money, sex, and weed, that's like triple ecstasy. Street doctor when I practice surgery. Blue vein, bleed red blood when they lay. Once you go mix a little bit of air with the quiche. Thing took a lot of niggas out of these streets. Seen a lot of hurt, seen a lot of pain. Yeah, I do stay blazing. That fun with the game. Felt a lot of hate, that's okay.